How's it going, Reinventors? I'm Amelia, and this is Reinventing You, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. Usually I start out with an intro, tell you what the video is going to be about, but I can tell you today the video is just a little bit of me ranting. And the reason that I'm ranting is I have been out here raking leaves, and it hasn't gone very well. It's like I start fixing this so it may be a little bit low, but I will move this up so you can actually see my face. There we go, or maybe I can move down. That's probably even better. Oh, where am I? Where'd I go, Amelia? Where did you go? Personally, I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's just where I am in life. I think it's this year. This year, the pandemic, all this stuff is really getting to me. And I don't know about you, but I have just like no motivation to do videos. I don't know, there was sort of this expectation or precedent of all the creators, the YouTube creators that I was following, that if you do this, you'll get more subscribers. If you do this, you get more views. If you do this, you know, you'll end up being monetized, and if you do this, you will be successful on YouTube. And I don't do this for the money, but it sure would make it, I don't know, make me feel better. It would definitely help me in terms of getting a better camera, better sound, all of those things that help YouTubers be better. I've even discovered one of my favorite YouTubers went into heavy debt because she bought all of this equipment to do her YouTube videos. Well, no wonder she's successful. She really put a lot of money, but then she ended up going into debt because of it. And I'm not going to do that. I don't have the money to do that. So I think my rant is really about reinventing and about YouTubing and how frustrated I am. Maybe it's the time of year. I think about this time last year I was saying, should I quit YouTube? And I had several of you say, no, don't quit. And I know I'm doing some good. I know that several of you are reinventing your lives and you need this sort of support and inspiration to keep going. But I'm just telling you right now, I am just sort of at my frustration level. And the reason all this came about is that I've been raking leaves, and we have the largest oak tree in the entire neighborhood. I mean, I can't even explain. I think some people might have some in the backyards, but in the front yards, I think we were one of the few people who even had trees in our front yard. Hope you can hear me because the wind is really bad. And this year, for some reason, oh wait, I gotta catch the door before the cat gets out. And this year, for some reason, our tree lost more leaves more quickly. I raked, okay, today's Tuesday, last Monday, I raked leaves in the front yard and some on the driveway. For one thing, all of our leaves go to our neighbors next door, and I know Bill and Beth just love our leaves. And so I did that. The little vacuum leaf person, whatever, they come by. They actually came by twice last week. They came by on Tuesday, so it was like one day that my leaves were in the gutter. It's the next week. It's Tuesday the next week. I have just raked most of the leaves from the front yard, not all of them, and I'll have some B-roll here that you can see on what's happened. And I have them all. There's more leaves right now in the gutter than I had last week, and I'm not even done. I haven't finished. And so I'm out there, I'm raking, I'm, piling up leaves, I'm putting them in a container, I'm carrying them to the gutter, and the wind comes along and there goes all the leaves. They're just going all over the neighborhood. And it just feels like, why am I even doing this? And that, Clovis, stop. And that is a metaphor for my YouTube. Being a creator, there is something I love about it. I've learned so much. I've reached out. I've talked to a lot of you in the comments. It's been great. But it's just like, why am I not getting more people to watch? I think this year has something to do with it. I think that people are kind of having a hard time, like I am, with making any kind of changes. There's been so many changes that people are kind of hunkering down. I think a lot of times it has to do with the algorithm on YouTube. You know, what's popular right now? Well, weight loss videos and minimalism videos, and I don't even think making new YouTube videos has been that popular. They don't seem to be the ones that are being pushed to my YouTube, but I think a lot of people are watching a lot but not really acting on it, or they're watching a video but not commenting, not liking, not subscribing, all of those things that are an interaction. Part of what I like about YouTube is it is a community, but I think people are not participating in that community, or maybe they don't participate in this community. I appreciate every one of my subscribers. I don't want to sound, and the wind's going to blow again, you're not going to be able to hear me. I don't want to sound unappreciative, but it just feels like I'm crazy. I'm doing the exact same things, I'm getting the exact same results. I know that for a while it was frustrating because I did not have a computer. So my computer is back, but now I don't have the motivation. I'm not getting ideas. I appreciate when you give me ideas. If you in the comments below can give me an idea for a future video, something that you're struggling with as a reinventor, or during this time of pandemic, I would love to hear from you, because I really do. That really helps me so much, because it tells me what you want to hear about, what you want to learn about, what is helpful for you, what inspires you. And that is what gives me joy and purpose and fulfillment. And I'm not getting that, I guess. I have a private Facebook group, and it has just, I don't know, it's fallen apart. I know that I haven't been as good, and my weakness is that. For me, it's YouTube. I love creating videos, and I love being in this part of the community. But when people say, when they start me on YouTube videos, oh, you got to have an Instagram channel, and you got to get emails, and you got to have a Facebook group and all this stuff, that's not YouTubing. That is other stuff, and it is my weak point, because I hate that. I really, it's so time consuming. I recently, one of my favorite people I watch on YouTube, basically she admitted in the last 3 years she has not taken vacation, she doesn't take days off, she's constantly working. Well, no wonder her channel blew up. No wonder she has so many Instagram followers. No wonder she has so many people on Facebook following her. I mean, there's other things she's done, but you know, do I want to go into debt to be real successful on YouTube? No. Do I want to have no time? I'm already struggling with having time off and feeling like I'm not doing enough in this time. So I don't want to, like, you know, make that another thing that I have to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bankrupt myself in terms of my time. And I think, and then the overarching part of this is the whole pandemic. And my frustration is of people who are in total denial about the health of our country, our world. People who still to this day, they'll be dying in the hospital and won't admit they have COVID-19. It doesn't exist. And maybe that for them is a safe place mentally for them to be, because it protects them from being scared, but I don't understand it. I don't understand people in our neighborhood, in our state, who don't wear masks. We went to Lowe's and Home Depot Saturday, and Lowe's was all right, but Home Depot was awful. People were not, okay, when you wear a mask, it has got to cover both your mouth and your nose. I don't understand people won't wear masks. I don't understand people gathering in groups. It drives me freaking crazy when I get on Facebook and I see people taking pictures with other groups of people and nobody's wearing a mask. Just because you know the people doesn't mean you can take off a mask. It doesn't mean you can hug somebody. I saw that happen the other day. Both people were wearing masks, but I was like, you may know each other, you may be great friends, but one of you could have COVID-19. What in the heck are you doing? It's like people are not, they've lost any capacity to be smart. So here I am ranting about it. And my problem is the way I react is, well, a couple things. I get angry, you can tell. I also just give up. Why do that? And I had a great idea to actually start either a new YouTube channel or a podcast, because I thought maybe I need to find something else, that people would enjoy. But my problem is it feels like everything I want to do, nobody's interested in. So there's that. Okay, so I've been ranting. What is the purpose of this video then, Amelia? It's sort of my rant. So in the comments below, if you want to put, you know, an idea for future video, or maybe you'd like to rant as well about the pandemic or reinventing. I'm just having a really hard time right now. And just doing the yard work today just was sort of like, this is my life right now. You know, I'm putting leaves in the pile and the wind comes and blows everything away. I'm working really hard on YouTube videos and I'm not, you know, I don't see anybody really watching them. And you probably, if this is your first time watching a video, probably, why would I want to watch these videos? And I get it. But I just had to express how I'm feeling right now and my frustration and my, you know, consternation and my like, why am I doing this? I know I'm trying to inspire other people, but it feels so demoralizing when I'm not getting more pushback, whether it's you leaving a comment or liking or subscribing, any of those things. Really, you just don't. I know it's an algorithm thing, I know it's a number thing, but it's also a personal thing. It gives me some affirmation. It gives me some encouragement when you do that. When you just watch a video, you know, even if you don't watch all the way through, just give it a like. You don't know how much that means to the person who has spent their time and energy making that video. So there's my rant. I hope that you are having a much better time than I am right now. I appreciate you. And if you can relate to what I've said, please give me a thumbs up. I promise I will be less ranty in the next video. Have a great one.